Alright, so this is Ryan with a dream share presentation presenting for my dream OBE, semi-OBE experience that I had earlier today on January 22nd, 2026. And this is my second time doing this recording because the first time I did the recording, my microphone wasn't recording for some strange reason. I don't know why. And then also another issue that occurred was that this morning when I woke up my first time at around 3 a.m., there was a beat playing in my head, like a hip hop beat, right? So, what is the first thing I thought to do? Pull out my phone, record the beat that I was hearing in my head, because this beat would obviously be divinely inspired, right? I recorded the beat. Fast forward to a couple minutes ago, I say, hey, let me go listen to that beat that I recorded earlier this morning so maybe I can present it during my experience presentation, right? I go to look for the beat in my files. The beat is there, but it's not recorded. Oh shit. The beat that I heard from my dreams is gone. Damn, that sucks. But anyways, on to the dream in partial or semi-OBE. So tonight, wake back to bed dream was pretty damn lit. It's gonna be hard to explain and sound very choppy, but I'll do my best. So I wake up from my first non-REM sleep at around 3 a.m., use the bathroom, take a valerian root and 2 lucidamine pills, and go back to sleep. After what felt like an hour, it began. I feel 2 hands kind of start trying to push me out of my bed while I'm in pretty much body asleep, mind awake mode. It felt like these hands were having trouble pushing me out of my bed, which is understandable because I'm a pretty heavy set dude. I could even feel their thoughts say, damn, this nigga's heavy. Eventually, with a little effort from myself, not too much effort though, as I didn't want to wake up and break my lucidity, I felt myself finally leave my body and start with what I would call Superman flying through my room, slowly. The first thing I noticed differently in my room was that there was this large, tall drawer kind of next to my bed with a stuffed teddy bear on top. I have no tall drawer with a stuffed teddy bear on top of it in my room at all. Now, to be honest, I only saw this faintly with my eyes because I didn't want to focus too much on seeing, and instead I focused more on hearing and feeling. As all this was going on, I hear like this amazing sounding music, kind of like a grunge rock band, Nirvana, and the singer was singing something like, yesteryear, yesterday, yesternow, yesterfuture, yesterpast, yestertomorrow, yesternow, yesternow, something like that. The shit sounded so good and real. Then it like disappeared, and then I heard this voice of this old troll ass nigga I used to hang out with back in my high school days named Martavius, kind of like approach me all fake angry and say, look at this gay ass bitch ass nigga. I got kind of shocked when I heard his voice. It felt malevolent to my aura, so I mentally shouted, I banish you, and this malevolent energy went away. I felt kind of bad because I was like, damn, that's Tay though, you know he's a troll. But regardless, his energy was too malevolent for that particular moment. So I'm basically just hovering in my room and I'm hearing new music. I can't remember the lyrics or the sound, but I just know it was top tier. Something kind of like R&B, but real soulful. I tried to fly through my ceiling. I remember going up towards the ceiling and faintly seeing it, but not exactly knowing if I went through it. Then there was some nerdy looking guy, shirt all tucked into his pants, in front of a little mini fountain that was in a little enclosure. It looks like he was either proposing or confessing his love or just taking pics. Whatever it was, he just seemed mad corny, kind of like Norbit, and the energy in the field was kind of mocking. Now, I can't remember much else. All I know is that I ended up at this shopping plaza with my older brother, and I was like, man, I wish I could talk to you and my mom about certain things. And he kind of gave me an attitude, so as if to say, well, if you weren't such a problem child, maybe you could. I read that thought and countered it with, nah, I don't even mean it like that. He was like, well, what are you talking about then? I said, I wish I could talk to you all about lucid dreaming and astral projection. The end. So that was pretty much it. The vividness of that dream, I would say, was a 9 out of 10, but basically didn't visually see anything until the end part with my brother. And the control of that dream, I would say, not available, because it kind of felt like everything was on autopilot and I was kind of just enjoying the show, for lack of better words. Key points. This is like my third or fourth time within about 30 days that I've had this partial or semi-OBE where I get out of the body, but I don't really see much when I leave. Does anybody have any suggestions? Another key point. I finished writing this entry at around 5:40 a.m. and I probably woke up around 3 a.m. to start journaling. So that's very interesting that those two solar hits on the planet on the 21st, right? Or the 20th or the 21st happened around those same times too. So that's very interesting as well. It was a very musical night tonight when I woke up the first time, and I had a beat running through my head. Yeah, I'll share it. Well, obviously I can't share that beat anymore because for some reason it didn't record. And the reason why it didn't record, I assume, is because as I was recording it earlier today, I turned off my phone's screen as I was recording it to keep down the light. And I think when you turn off the screen for the phone, it also turns off the microphone too. That's my assumption. Next key point, I slept on my back with my legs crossed. I was meditating on the images of light that appeared behind my closed eyes. I started hearing like shit dropping and like coughs and taps and all kind of shit. I knew that an OBE was coming when I heard this loud breath like, but it came from within my head and not my mouth. Sleep paralysis occurred before those hands started pushing me. Those hands, they were very light, not scary at all. And another key point, the ringing in my ears. So I just meditated on them, and also the lights behind my eyes. Started seeing a lot of images of different rooms and like the outlines of rooms. So that is my experience, everybody. Like I said, this is my second time recording this presentation because the first time I recorded it, I turned off the screen because the screen was a little too bright. But now I'm not doing that anymore because that obviously turns off the microphone too. So, I'm just happy that I had this OBE experience, and I am looking forward to having more lucid dreams and OBE experiences. I'm getting ready to make these tinctures, but I actually need to get more of these herbs because this 1 little ounce of herbs is not going to make me enough tincture. So I'm going to have to put up some bread to get this tincture operation running properly properly, because waiting 2 months for alcoholic substance to extract the beneficial properties out of herbs and spices, waiting 2 months for that. You don't want to wait 2 months for like a little ass bottle of tincture. Nah, you want a nice bottle of tincture that will at least last you 2 months to make up for the 2 months that you had to wait for the tincture to complete itself from the extraction. Okay, so that's where we're at right now, basically. That's where we're at. And you know, I am 100% for supplements. And this is why I'm for supplements, right? I'm for supplements. Some people, you know, you will go on Reddit and all that, right? And they'll say, oh, you don't need to take supplements because, you know, God will choose you as a divine one if you just believe and you don't have faith in the spirit of the universe. Nah, fuck that shit. I don't have faith in shit but the truth. And the truth is, everybody's body biology is different, okay? Some people metabolize different chemicals and different amino acids differently than other people, right? You know, there's this stuff called GABA in our body and in food and stuff like that. And this amino acid is very instrumental in basically calming your neurons down, right? It basically makes your neurons and like your brain and your central nervous system calm the fuck down, right? So if you eat foods with a lot of GABA, right, such as sprouted brown rice, kimchi, like yogurts, like fermented foods, right, you increase the GABA in your body and it helps your body, your neurons calm down. And I feel a lot of people, you know, are not really getting like top tier, S tier sleep, right? We might close our eyes and, you know, go to sleep. We might even get 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. But did you really give your neurons and your central nervous system in your body a chance to just calm down for real, right? You could be asleep, but your spinal system and your brain is still firing. You say, oh, well, you know, you need your brain to dream. Who the fuck said that? Who said that your brain is responsible for dreaming? Right? Who said your brain is responsible for dreaming? If really you're going into the core of your DNA, right, your aura is being sucked in to the core of your DNA due to it getting more fractal, right? Well, I would assume that in order to get your DNA more fractal, you would have to be at an extremely peaceful state of mind, right? And what does an extremely peaceful state of mind equate to? An extremely peaceful state of mind equates to literally relaxation, sleep. But if your central nervous system in your brain, despite you laying on a bed with your eyes closed snoring, is still active and still firing and still, you know, believing that it's doing stuff, then you aren't really getting that blissful DNA, fractal DNA, right? You're just getting a piece of it. Some people, when they go to sleep, you know, their central nervous system really calms down, you know. Me, you know, I need supplementation. I gotta take the valerian root. I gotta take these bacillium pills, you know what I'm saying, to really calm my shit down. Because if not, I'm pretty much not gonna dream or have this OBE, semi-OBE experience, you know? So the point of my little rant is that don't ever feel ashamed or guilty for using supplements to help you get to these states of lucidity and astral travel. Don't ever feel bad or guilty about it. No, use supplements. Learn about GABA. You know what I'm saying? Learn about glycine. That's another one. Glycine is another one. For some people, it makes them, it actually excites their neurons. I think it's either in the brain or the central nervous system. But to some people, it excites their nervous system. For me, glycine excites my nervous system. You know, I remember I took some glycine pills the other night, and I was up all night. Some people take it and they start having nightmares and start getting chased by giant robot spiders and shit. But that didn't happen to me. You know, so never feel bad about taking supplements. Never feel bad about taking supplements to help you get into the dream world, to help you get into the astral world. Never feel bad about it, because we gotta get over there and we gotta gain these experiences, what Dan Winter would call ancestral memory. We gotta get over there. The dream world, the astral realm, OBE world, whatever you want to call it, that is literally the world of death. It's literally the afterlife. So by you going over there to the afterlife and coming back over here to the waking life, you're literally like, you know, fucking Buddha or some shit. You're basically like Christ. You're literally resurrecting, right? You're literally going to heaven and then coming back down on a cloud, you know, a cloud of your own blissful auric emanations, right? To come back into the waking world to do what? To do what? To do what? Share your experience. What else will there be to do, bro? But share what you learned from the other side. Does that take a PhD to grasp that? Obviously, if you are able and capable to travel to the realm of the dead or the underworld or the astral plane or 4D, 5D and beyond, and then to create a portal and come back with memory from the other side, do you know who you are? Do you understand who you are? And I'm trying to keep my voice down because I live with my father. But do you know who you are? Do you understand who you are? And do you understand how important this mission is? Like Darius J. Wright would say, this is the great work. Okay? This is the great work. The great work is not making $1 billion so you could go be an Illuminati freaking pedo rapist, right? That's not the goal of life. That's not the great work. That is the great abomination. The great work is you crossing over to the other side and coming back with the jewels, baby. That's what the great work is. That's what the great job is. That's the ultimate payment. And you say, okay, well, what do we get out of that? I just told you in the last episode. I just told you. It's about building up that energy. It's about building up that activity in the sun. And the thing, here's more of what Dan Winter talked about. People who are not doing this, i.e., crossing over and coming back and sharing jewels, the ancestral memory, which Dan Winter calls a shareable wave, because it is completely fractal information from your deepest core of your subliminal subconscious self. There's nothing higher than that. That is you, baby, right? People who are not able to do that and are not doing that for whatever reason, either they're just ignorant, they don't care, or they have some kind of medical disability, from whatever, experimental poisons they've been injecting into their body due to whatever propaganda they have devoured over time, right? Those people who can't do that, who are not actively doing this, right, the great work, crossing over and coming back, their DNA is mid. Their DNA is below mid. Their DNA is bottom. You don't even call it mid. They got bottom DNA. Okay? They got bottom genetics. Okay? They got bottom life force. Okay? They got bottom aura. Okay? They got bottom soul. Okay? They're Borg. Okay? When the sun activity begins to rise due to the enlightened beings with the royal blood, holy grail, implosive DNA, high-winged dragons, when they start getting their shit together, these dragons, which causes the sun to emanate more powerfully, which is really emanating from the galactic core of Sirius, right? Okay. Those people with the bottom DNA, bottom aura, bottom life force, bottom soul, right? Their DNA is not able to compress this energy. So what does it do? It pisses them off. They get mad. They get angry. They get violent. They get nasty. They get destructive. They get demonic. They get pissed. They get vile. They get hateful. Not saying that they're not these things already, but they get it more. It amplifies. So that's why you'll see more war. You'll see more chaos. You'll see more people getting beat up in the street by federal agents, ICE. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing more genocides. You start seeing more corruption. You start seeing more crazy shit. Why? Because it's all getting cleansed. Even in your body, you got to think about it. Really think about it, right? Cleansing. We just look at cleansing, or people who don't really think about it just look at cleansing as, oh, I'm just getting heavy metals out of my body, and I'm just getting parasites and worms out of my body, and I'm just getting, real unhelpful things out of my body, right? Yeah, that's true. But when you really think about it, when you're cleansing, and you're pushing all these nasty things out of your body, out of your gut, out of your cells, right out of your blood. Those things were alive too. You ever thought about that? Those nasty worms and viruses and parasites, they were alive too. And now you're taking substances that are basically killing them. You're genociding these people. Or these viruses and these entities in your body. You're getting rid of them. You're gassing their ass, basically, right? You're basically genociding these entities in your body. You took up residence in your body like illegal immigrants, right? And now you're kicking them out. To those who have eyes to see, let them see. Telling you, man, everything is as within, so without. I mean, y'all should know this, but y'all really got to think about this shit, man. That's why I say, I'm not looking for 1,000 people to be in this Discord. All we need is 13. That's a beautiful number, trust me. That number has a lot of significance. There don't need to be 1,000 motherfuckers to do this shit. All it needs is just 13 people who are dedicated to going over to the other side of their self and bringing back the jewels to share with the others who are also going to the other side of themselves to come back and bring jewels. But you have to realize that as you do this, the Watcher, right, still is at work and will do everything it can to stop that within cosmic law, meaning it's not going to come up and knock you over the head, but it will try to distract you. It will try to say, oh, don't worry about that stuff. That stuff ain't important, man. Focus on, getting these new shoes, and focus on, trying to, find the best outfit to go to the mall on Saturday, and focus on, trying trying to be the best worker at your job. You know what I'm saying? And focus on, I'm not saying you gotta be on this channel all day, right? That is not what I'm saying. But when I say be active, what I mean is to be active in the idea that you should look forward to bringing the jewels and dropping the jewels and then heading back out, right? This is an archive. Y'all know about the Akashic Records. Well, yeah, this is basically the Akashic Records, right? I'm telling you, man, there's so much I could talk about. But yeah, like I was saying, it's cleansing. It is literally cleansing. And sometimes the stuff that you see that is evil is really good. And sometimes the stuff that you see you think is good and people being oppressed, they're actually the evil ones. But it keeps interchanging. I was gonna say I love you guys, but that's too mushy. I just want to say I respect y'all for listening to this, and let's keep it flowing, let's keep it going, and I can't wait to share some more of these amazing presentations with y'all. So once again, peace, love, light, dark, and keep on dreaming.